I died, and I know you're wondering how am I still here, but let me give you our testimony on why am I still here. So one summer, actually one spring, we went to Panama City Beach, Florida. And I drove the whole way, and we happened to go to the beach. And then we went to the beach, and the tides happened to be more rough than normal, but we happened to not know. So I was running off fumes because I had no sleep, absolutely no sleep from the night before, because I drove and didn't get much sleep because our hotel wasn't ready. And we went, me and actually we took another couple with us, and the other guy and I went into the water, and then I began to swim in the water, and my energy immediately depleted like that. So I was looking up in the sun, and I went underwater, and my body relaxed, and next thing you know, I'm out. Next thing you know, I'm taken out of the water by the guy that was with me, and then he accidentally drops me back in because he was tired as well. He was running off fumes as well. So next thing you know, he takes me back out of the water, and this guy that I feel like is an angel sent from heaven, he's a paramedic that wasn't even planning on going to the beach that day, but he happened to go there because he said something told me to go on the beach. So he happened to see the guy dragging me out of the water, and he had to drag both of us, talking about 300 pounds plus total, onto the beach. Now this is a 6'4", close to 300 pounds guy, and he immediately starts doing compressions, and he's doing them for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now I know you're saying, whoa, people usually do not do compressions for that long. He was so resilient, and I believe God replenished his energy while he was doing the compressions, and he got me a pulse. So my wife was there at the time, fiance was there, and she came to the hospital with me, and I remember waking up on the hospital bed, the hospital table in the trauma room, and a guy asked me how many fingers I'm holding. I said 2. He said, he was talking to Tiffany at the time, he was like, he's not going to make it past the night. And I could see the x-ray of my lungs on the wall, water filled up, and a physician showed me the same x-ray and said, look, these are your lungs. And so they transport me to the ICU, which was another angel sent from heaven. She got me totally stable. She helped me get all the water out of my lungs through this machine, this amazing machine that pumped the water out. It basically breathes for me. And after that, another physician comes in and says, and a nurse tells my wife, well, my fiance at the time, now wife, she says he's going to suffer from brain damage. He's going to suffer from lack of motor skills, so please be mindful and watch after him. And I'm hearing all of these things, and I'm like, no, I don't feel these things. I actually can feel like I can get up out of the bed with both IVs hooked up to me and walk around and do my normal tasks. They did not know this, but I felt it in my spirit and my soul and my body that I could get up and do these things because I know God saved me. And that's why I'm still here. God saved me. He saved me from Panama City Beach. He saved me from any sharks that could have ripped my body to shreds because I was all the way out there in the water. He saved me from brain damage. He saved me from being a vegetable. God saved me. And Tiffany, if she has any input, I'll let her give any input, but that is the brief synopsis of this video. I want to tell my testimony, actually our testimony. God saved me. Now, if anyone tries to tell me that there isn't a God, that was another case proving that God is real. Through those 2 angels that God sent, through the doctors saying what they said, all those physicians and nurses all said he's a goner, showed me the x-rays of my lungs filled with water. They said I could have bacteria, have bacteria in my lungs to make me die from that way. They said my lungs could collapse. They said I could suffer from brain damage. They said I could suffer from lack of motor skills. They said I was not going to make it past that night, and I just kept defying the odds through the grace of God.
Yes. As the paramedic was trying to get him back, you know, we were actively praying at his feet, And that was another thing that helped him get back to life. God definitely saved him. And with our prayers and with our faith, that helped him come back as well.
Most definitely. I don't know how I left out that part, but the couple that was there, the wife, she said, get at his feet and pray. She was resilient with her faith. Everyone else was screaming. People were screaming on the beach, but she was the main one that said, we need to get down and pray. And she rallied up my wife and her husband. They prayed for me, and that's when the pulse came back.
Yes.
And that's how I'm living today. With Easter weekend coming up, we would like to say from our family to yours, Happy Easter.
And Happy Resurrection Day. Remember to tell your children that it's not about the bunny, and reflect on the sacrifice that Jesus made for us.
Yes, so definitely have a great time. Enjoy yourselves. You can eat candy if you want. But remember, it's about Christ's sacrifice and his resurrection.